Well, hi guys. I wanted to say thank you to all of you that sent in your recipes to me. I really appreciate the time you guys took to type them up and send me your personal recipe. I really appreciate that. I'll be announcing the winner on November 1st because I got a lot of other things to do, but it'll be coming. And then I will leave my email in that video, and then the winner can send me via email their address so I can send the knife out to them. I'm on my way to George's house right now. He called me last night and said that his brand new roof has got a leak. It's leaking in just one spot. And the guy that put the roof on his house brand new isn't in the roofing business anymore, so there's no one else to call, and he doesn't know how to do anything about it. So I'm gonna go take a look at it. I don't like ladders, I don't like roofs, I'm afraid of heights, but I try to help people as I can. I heard on my local forecast that starting late next week, we have a chance, a good chance, to start getting lake effect snow. So it's coming. And it's about the same time of year we get our first snowfall, but it's not typically lake effect, but that's what it sounds like we're gonna get for our first snowfall is lake effect snow. So it won't be long, and I will be behind the wheel of the plow truck again. And though I think the plowing videos are really boring, you guys really seem to like that. So if you like the plowing videos, there will be that coming. And I also wanted to say in this video that I've never been the type of YouTuber that could ever run a channel and have it just about one thing. I've tried that, and for some reason it just does not work for me, because there's always so many different things, a variety of things that I like to share with you guys, that it makes it very difficult to just do videos about one topic. And according to the YouTube people, the ones that run YouTube, they claim that that's not a good way to run the channel. They always tell YouTubers, make your channel just about one thing and stick to that topic. But I've never been able to do that, you guys. I've tried. It just doesn't work for me. So you could let me know down below what you think of my channel having such a vast variety of different things. I mean, I could go camping one day, I could do yard work the next, I could review something, I could do a giveaway. I know my channel's all over the place, you guys, but just please let me know what you think down below. Do you think it's a mess? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Sometimes I really don't even know what to make of it. But I also wanted to mention in this video that sometimes I'll have a day where I miss my dad, that for some reason my dad just comes into my mind. Like maybe just something, a memory will kick it off, or something will remind me of him. And then once I start thinking about my dad, it kind of gets me down, because I really, really miss my dad a lot. I've missed him every day since he passed away 21 years ago. My dad was a really cool guy. He was a lot like Jackie Gleason. My dad had a fantastic sense of humor, and my dad could always make you laugh. My dad always made me laugh. And there was nobody in this world I wanted to hang out with more than my dad. Not even my closest friends could match hanging out with my dad. My dad was such a cool guy. Everybody loved my dad. My dad had a ton of friends. He was very likable. And though he was a funny guy like Jackie Gleason, he was kind of built like Jackie Gleason. He was a big guy. you know, like Jackie Gleason was in The Honeymooners. My dad was built just like that. Just a tall, big guy. And then he lost his legs and ended up in a wheelchair. But my dad got even bigger once he was in a wheelchair, and he was super strong. Had the strength of a gorilla. Really big guy. And last night, I had a night that was hard for me to fall asleep for whatever reason. I was just wide awake, laying in bed. And for some reason, you know, I started thinking about my dad. Just out of the blue. And usually when I think about my dad, there's tons of memories that I have that I could think about, but it's usually something that's comical that happens, something that's funny. Because there was always something funny going on. And last night I started to think about something that happened decades ago, many, many years ago. And it happened to my brother and his girlfriend and my dad. And I was laying there thinking about this story, and I found myself late at night last night in bed cracking up over this memory. And so I thought I'd share this memory with you guys. Many, many years ago, my brother one of my brothers, this brother that I'm talking about, is 4 years older than me. He's 54, I'm 50. And many years ago, my brother and his girlfriend Julie was at my grandma's house because my parents were separated and my dad lived with my grandmother, which was his mother. So my brother was staying with my dad for a little while, and my brother had his girlfriend over because on this day when this happened, neither my grandmother or my dad was home. So my brother had the whole house to himself and his girlfriend. And in the back of the house was like a sun parlor. It was like a family room, sun parlor type room. And my brother was back there in that room having sex with his girlfriend, Julie. And unbeknownst to them, my dad came home early while they were doing this. And so they heard my dad coming in the front door. And so they quickly stopped what they were doing and scrambled to gather their clothes. And my dad started to come back to the back of the house where this room was. And my brother quickly got his pants on. And his girlfriend, Julie, bolted into the bathroom that was right off of this room in the back of the house. A very, very tiny bathroom. It was only about 4 feet wide. Just a sink, a toilet, and a shower, and that's it. Very small bathroom. So Julie scoops up her clothes and runs into the bathroom to hide from my dad, totally naked. My brother quickly got his pants on. And here comes my dad into the sun parlor. And my brother's trying to distract my dad, and he's like, Dad, come here a minute, come here a minute. And my dad says, quickly, he says, I ain't got time. He says, I gotta take a shit. And my dad heads immediately into the bathroom where my brother's girlfriend is hiding out behind the shower curtain. And my dad quickly goes in the room and shuts the door. Now my brother's girlfriend is in the bathroom with my dad. My dad's in there because he's got to go to the toilet in the worst way. That's why he came home so quick and early. And my brother is out and just by himself out in the sun parlor just cracking up because he can hear my dad in the bathroom getting his pants undone and gets on the toilet and he's just grunting, just letting his lunch loose. And he says you could just hear the chunks going in the toilet and my dad blowing big gravy bubbles. And there's poor Julie in the shower just like this, trying not to throw up, stuck in there with my dad. My dad's pants are on the floor. And my brother's just cracking up as my dad's in there just, taking a big, healthy crap. My dad's built big like a truck driver. My dad so quickly stunk up that bathroom that Julie just could not pinch her nose and hold her breath anymore. And she quickly just whisked the shower curtain open, and she's like, "I am so sorry, Mr. Town." And she's climbing over him to get the hell out of the bathroom with no clothes on. And she bolted out of the bathroom, leaving my dad bewildered of what the hell was going on. And my brother's out in the sun parlor just cracking up. His girlfriend quickly got dressed and left. And it was amazing that my brother ever even had another date with her after that. And for many years after that, my dad, every time my brother told that story, my dad would just crack up. He thought that was hilarious. He had no idea that Julie was just beyond the shower curtain as he was just crapping a toilet full. So, every time I think of that story, I crack up. Last night, I was just laying in bed, just there by myself, just laughing over that memory. I would have paid good money to be there in person. I'd have been cracking up until I passed out. I would have died laughing. But there was always funny things going on with my dad that he could tell you stories that would just leave you in tears. It was so funny. And he always had such good jokes to tell. Funny jokes. Always had new ones too. He could always tell you a new joke. I don't know how he knew so many, but maybe from his days of being in the military, because he was a World War II vet and served in the U.S. Armed Forces. So he had a lot of friends from the military, and I'm sure my dad heard a lot of jokes in the days he served. So maybe that's how. I'm not too far from where he's buried right now. And maybe after I leave George's house, I'll go up and look at the plot again and see how it's doing, since I was up there this spring and landscaped it. I'm sure everything's probably died back. It's got a lot of leaves on it. But yeah, I really miss my dad a lot. I pray to God that when my time comes, I get to see him again. That he'll be there waiting on the other side. There's only two people I want to see when I die, and that'd be Jesus himself and my dad. But what we wish for and what we get is two different things, right? I don't know why I'm wearing sunglasses. It's super foggy out right now. But yeah, that was just a memory I had that happened to my dad all those years ago, and I still, when I think about it, I laugh. I'm sure Julie remembers it, never forgot that. My brother surely don't. He mentions it sometimes we go camping, and he just cracks up over it. So, but Julie knew my dad would be understanding, because my dad had a very good sense of humor, and my dad was so laid back to where you never really got in trouble for anything. My dad would just, give you advice. He was the kind of guy that would always give you advice. And I know now, at my age now, that in this world today, I really could use my dad's advice more today than I did when he was alive and I was much younger. I'd really like to know what my dad thinks about things now and what my dad would say, and I'd sure like to talk to him about some things that bother me. That didn't bother me then, that bother me now, and I'd just like to get my dad's 2 cents on it and see what he thought. But I can't do that. So anyway, like I said, my content is kind of all over the place, so let me know what you guys think of the stuff I upload to this channel and what your thoughts are, and just let me know what you guys think. If you like it, dislike it, whatever. I appreciate your guys' input and your comments. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.